and we're live. Yes, welcome everyone. Today we yeah we have appropriated the chat land for a new guest host. Yes, hello everyone to you as well, Rakuni. Rakuni is our the most consistent chatter in our streams. Very cool person, whoever they are. But yeah, so we have. Would you like to introduce yourself? Okay, I think I had Discord muted till now. So oh my god. Okay, listen, Chinmay. Can we do the intro again? I had Discord muted this entire time. Hold on. No, wait, let me switch our studio mode. This is confusing me.
We are streaming now. Like, what is the scene?
No, I was experimenting with something called studio mode, in which you can have like a window that's actually showing and a window that you're editing. And I might have muted you or Discord earlier. But anyway, okay. Just one quick intro again, just for brevity, like just to make sure, and then we will introduce our guest.
Okay. Okay. So. क्या सीन है?
क्या वो?
Technical.
Okay.
हाँ. We'll wait for him to come back.
Not sponsored by the way. Not sponsored by Coca-Cola. There's just bottles you find like lying around in the house and you turn them into regular use. Okay, we'll just wait. Yeah, maybe if you are watching right now, drop a hi in the chat. Even though most chat messages might be hidden by the new window, or maybe eventually what I'll do is since he's using vertical video, I might put that, just crop that much video and put it like side by side on top.
Yeah, I think that would work actually. The only worry is that it might make his face too small.
Headphones. Who's? Oh, they're saying your audio is quiet. Okay, let me increase that. Just give another hello. Is it better, Rakuni? Can you tell us?
Vansh, can you hear? Vansh, can you hear?
Vansh, can you hear us?
Yes.
You can hear us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. So Rakuni says, can you speak once more? Like he did.
Me? Check. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1. No, it's for audio video sync.
Yeah. 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1. Wait.
4, 2, 1.
Yeah, once your video is gone again. Oh, it's okay now. Cool. That's great. Okay. Yeah. Finally, please let us start.
Yes, for sure.
बहुत
So we go intro.
leftist video production quality, leftist stream. But yeah. Okay.
So
Just
we
one
go
more
intro
thing.
again.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. June 18th, 2023. Recorded live from Mumbai, Bangalore, and Delhi. This is the Andolan podcast.
Yes. It is our 12th episode, and we are joined by a guest, which is.
I would also like to thank you both for inviting me for this podcast.
Yeah. Cool.
I was looking forward for it.
Yeah, for
Awesome.
2 weeks.
So, yeah.
I think we have not mentioned your name even once till now. It's Varun Dhawan. He goes by Varun. No, sorry, Vansh Radhavan. My God, My God, what did I just do?
Vansh
It is Varun Dhawan. I'm sorry. You are Varun Dhawan now.
Now your name is Varun Dhawan.
This is you are Varun Dhawan now. I can't do anything. Listen, I dungeon master for like a lot of D&D games, in which like if I make a mistake while conducting a story, I am like, no, that was the whole story. That I'm not changing that. So you are Varun Dhawan now.
Vansh, you can please introduce yourself.
My name is Vansh Dhawan. My channel is the only Badhavan. You know me from my 4 longest tongues in the world video.
Yeah. Do we want to watch that on stream?
I think it would be a good intro.
Yeah, I think your works would speak louder than just dry introduction. But let me find the link. So
Fixed perception.
sorry.
You know the video that I uploaded?
I know you're like, yeah, because I have watched that video. I watched it on Reddit, on the r/Librandu subreddit, and then I found your YouTube channel. I think you had linked it.
Yes.
So
no,
right-
I'm not on link.
No, linked.
No,
Oh,
you
okay.
had linked to the YouTube channel.
I thought you had linked your channel, but I think you're making a deliberate joke, which I might have missed. But okay, hold on. So coming back here, wait, why did you disappear? Going to browser, yeah. Okay, somebody just subscribed. However, on this screen, just a second, we might not have. Is it okay if I turn my video off from the Discord call? Because then your videos will be arranged automatically. I will not have to make 2 windows separately.
Then you will not be visible, so it's going to be an issue.
Not visible to you. I'll be visible in the stream.
Fair.
So if I just turn this off, and I can just be like, okay, just crop this, increase the size, and bring it over here. No, that's too much. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, yeah. So this is the video that some feedback from chat that for your video, once it might be better if you bring the mic a bit closer and or speak a bit louder. But in any case, yeah. So this is the video that we first got an introduction to Vansh from. So
these are the 4 annual.
okay, wait, I might. Okay, Chrome audio is. Yeah.
The stream audio also is not visible. The stream videos also, like the your screen is also not visible. Is that going to be necessary?
No, my video and the browser screen are visible, right?
I cannot see it. It's probably visible in the stream, but I can't see it. And I can't keep both of them on because one to stream there is lag.
Okay, I forgot. I need to share it on Discord as well. I'm not sharing on Discord. Just a second. Share my screen. And yes. Yeah. Can I move this here? No. God damn it. Okay, you know what? I will just have 2 windows and then I'll stream. No wait, that will mess up the layout again. Okay, you know what? For now, I am just removing your guys' videos from the stream. However, I will just turn on my camera. No wait, I will not turn on my camera. No wait, I will turn on my camera. And I will share my screen as well, so you guys can also watch what I'm watching. Yeah, is it Yeah, you can see my screen now.
I can see the screen.
Okay.
I cannot see Vansh's camera on the side, but I don't know whether this is like a
Yeah,
Discord
that
issue
might
or what.
be a Discord thing on your end. But yeah, anyway, I think we're getting too bogged down in technical difficulties.
We should have probably done this before.
Earlier, yeah, we should have, if this was our job, for example. Which you can make possible by making people subscribe to our channel. One day.
Like, share, and subscribe. And
Yes, like, share, and subscribe.
Future podcasts will not have.
If you don't want these hiccups to happen in the future, we are holding competency hostage with your subscriptions. Okay. Anyway, let's start.
Vansh, are you there?
These are the 4 animals with the longest tongue in the world. At number 4, we have the chameleons. Chameleons are not just known for their color changing abilities, but also for their massive tongue, which is double the size of their actual body. At number 3, we have the anteaters. And just like their name, anteaters are known for exclusively eating ants and termites. At number 2, we have the giraffes. And just like their long neck, they also possess a long tongue, which they use to eat twigs and leaves off of longer trees. At number 1, we have the Veer Savarkar. Veer Savarkar does not use his tongue only to lick the boots of their masters, they also use it to write mercy petitions and collect pensions from the Britishers. When they're not busy writing about venomous ideologies or how rape should be used as a political tool, they make love with another pig, Nathuram Godse.
Okay, what's this? I need to read what this passage is. Everything else I know about.
This I had read. I don't know what the source is, but I have seen this screen cap before.
Yeah.
Do you know what the source is? Vansh? Do you know what the source is like for this?
Found this from an article on Wire. You can search it if you want to.
An article
On the Wire.
in the Wire. Oh, okay. Okay. Before take it, he had only one non-sexual relationship. It was very interesting. Wow. Well, so yeah, this was the. So I one day scrolling through Reddit as you used to do when like 1/5 of the site had not shut down. But I came across this video by Vansh, which had been uploaded as a video alone on r/Brandu, and then I was like, okay, this guy has a YouTube channel. This guy also is just starting out. Let's see if something can work out as a collaboration. So I just reached out to him, and that time, yeah, very very friendly response since then. And so we just shared each other's Discord IDs. We formed like a group chat, which we are in a call in right now. And yeah, we just got started. And this is the first instance of our collaboration today. So yeah, because you know what, this is the thing, like everybody, whenever I would like share my stream or like clips from it, because that's something that we used to do since we can't like make new videos every day. It was like, sorry,
Your other friend.
huh?
आपका एक और friend भी है जिससे हमारे साथ तो भी Discord पे ही है.
Like yeah, I shared it with him first. Yeah. Then I shared with Chinmay first, and then we decided, okay, yeah. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the reason why we were like, okay, everybody would give us the feedback that, oh, be funnier, dude. Like, okay, you know what?
A lot of a significant criticism of us is that like we are generally a sort of I hope not dry exactly, but we generally have a fairly like serious view of like we get into like a very serious view of topics. Sometimes we make ऐसा थोड़ा jokes बीच में, but overall
yeah, most of them are like sardonic kind of like dark kind of thing, like सब जल रहे हैं.
I'm still very proud of that Ranveer Prayagraj joke.
Wait, which one?
Are you familiar with the like YouTuber Ranveer
Oh,
Alabadia?
oh, oh yes, that was a pretty good one. Do you know Beer Biceps on YouTube, Vansh? He's a pretty popular guy. Um,
You have to go.
No, मेरी mother आ गई थी रूम में.
okay, okay,
आपको जाना पड़ेगा.
नहीं, we're fine.
okay,
ठीक
okay.
है. So are you familiar with the YouTuber Beer Biceps, the guy that makes a
Beer
podcast?
Biceps, रणवीर आला भाटिया कुछ.
अलाबादिया, रणवीर
Something like
अलाबादिया. मैंने उसका नाम का जोक बनाया था. अबे नए इंडिया में उसका नाम रणवीर प्रयागराज है.
अच्छा.
I'm actually very proud of that.
That's the funniest thing we have done on our channel. I know it's not funny. That's the thing. That's the point that we're trying to highlight. They're like, okay,
I
right.
actually,
Go ahead.
You remember? Go ahead.
I remember seeing him in one of those All India Bakchod videos. During the demonetization one video, have you seen that?
It started with AIB. I did not know that.
I have not
No,
seen an
it's
AIP
not-
video in the last 5 years. Hello?
It was back in 2016, their AIB demonetization video. He was actually in that.
Okay, I
Was
did not know
as
this.
an actor.
Yes, as an actor.
That's
Man.
a surprise. I did not know this. He has mostly become popular recently as a podcaster. In a last few episodes, we had discussed because he invites like real cranks onto his show. Like one of his guests was this Rajiv Malhotra karke. He's this computer science guy who lives in the US, and he gave like a full blown speech about how democracy is bad and Modi should. Modi should.
Become president.
Yeah, Modi should.
Yes,
become
oh, you have seen that
president.
clip, right?
Have you seen the clip?
He's calling for a dictatorship in India while he's sitting in a democracy of United States.
Yes. Yeah.
And the
so-
thing is, it's so pathetic because he's like, what Modi should do is he should retire from being prime minister, become president, and then like in the constitution, apparently there are president gets lot of powers which apparently nobody realized before this genius. So ऐसा one weird trick करके he basically becomes like president, not for life but as long as he wants.
The truth is, many people don't care about who is the president of India. If you walk up to a random Indian and ask him who is the president of India, he would not know that. He wouldn't even know whether it is a female or male.
Yeah, but the thing is, like his point was that that's the reason why that's the thing that okay, nobody cares about the presidentship, na. So he was like, actually the president has a lot of power secretly, and that secret powers can be unlocked, at will, and Modi should do that. And
cheat code करके you turned India into a dictatorship.
yeah. So so basically, we talked about this guy in two streams. First was just as a reaction thing. Second, when the whole that Sengol thing happened, the discourse around the Sengol that Modi was presented at the inauguration of the new parliament building.
Have you heard about it?
Back when the wrestlers' protest was also taking place.
Yes.
Around the same time, जब नया parliament शुरू हुआ था, there was like this whole like group of like two dozen like this thing monks or something from Tamil Nadu or something, and they gave Modi this giant like gold thing called a Sengol, and the idea is that वो ऐसा राजा को जाता है. So like
so the history was that this was like presented the very first like parliament PM like like immediately after independence, because it was like a very improvised thing that okay, somehow we need to signify the transfer of power, so let's make this Rajdand kind of a thing. But like the sort of religious implication of it is that it represents the divine right of kings to rule, and yeah. So hello Blueberry Face 76. This is a new viewer.
blurry face.
Blurry. Oh my god. I've been watching too much Wash. Wash does this so much. He just constantly misspeaks. Uh, Wait, what is the cheat code for this? Okay, for hacking democracy, left X X AAB.
Up, down, down, left, right,
Yeah,
right, left, XX.
yeah.
This is
There's some
it's-
Street
it's-
Fighter combo, right?
it's the Konami code. It's actually it's actually wrong.
Okay,
But he can
yeah.
maybe this is like a नया इंडिया का नया cheat code.
Yeah, इंडिया का ओरिजिनल चीट कोड है यार उसमें. Why copy Konami?
Konami code was Konami code was originally called Kohima code.
Okay, why?
Yeah, because it was originally from India, but then Japanese stole it.
Oh, my brain went to Hideo Kojima. Like I thought that you're talking about him. Oh, okay. But yeah, this was like, yeah. So we talked the second time that like, because when the first time we talked about when we covered Rajiv Malhotra thing, I was like, okay, this guy is talking literally about the divine right of kings to rule, which was like a legal theory that was invented in Europe around like the medieval.
One
Yeah.
more thing he said, there's the reason why reason why democracy is bad is because it is not a Vedic system.
Yes. Yeah.
माँ का some exact quote है.
Like-
It is democracy is bad because it is not a Vedic system. It is not in our Vedas and Puranas. So like apparently that means
I am surprised you didn't say democracies existed during the Vedic times.
नहीं, democracy was
नहीं. They don't like democracy, no?
नहीं, democracy was क्या? Sorry.
They take credit for everything.
Yeah.
This is
Something
you
that
do the
gets
full piano thing, right?
many centuries ago.
Yeah, you remember, you know the whole piano thing, right? Vatican was called Vatica, Australia was called Australia, and all
Yeah.
of these were known to ancient Hindus, but then British slash globalists
Yeah.
stole it.
You wouldn't believe it is the actual bugs that I have talked with use the term communist billionaires.
That's typically the description used for like Soros or Ford Foundation or those guys.
Or like Chinese businessmen.
Just listen this.
Can you say that again? Your voice broke.
I can't fathom their mental gymnastics.
नहीं, बेसिकली उन्होंने ऐसा एक जायंट ऐसा ब्लॉब कर रखा है ऑपोजिट ओपोनेंट्स का. इट इज लाइक कम्युनिस्ट भी उनके साथ है, लिबरल भी उनके साथ है, ऐसा बिलियनर भी और ग्लोबलिस्ट बिलियनर ग्लोबलिस्ट
Marxist elites.
If I don't know, I assume you are aware about what globalist generally implies, right?
Yes.
So, like basically everybody is like against India, and you might have seen ki matlab the whole memes, right? Ki they are not with Modi is like they are not coming for me, they are coming for you. I am in the way.
Oh my
वो
god.
सब.
Man, that Sigma male
The same
cringe.
thing the Republicans said for Trump as well.
You will be genuinely surprised how much like Sanghi propaganda is just Republican propaganda, लेकिन find and replace करके ऐसा change किया है.
Yeah, this is like one of our addition to Indian, like, to whatever extent we have a voice. That's like the new theory. Like, I don't think it's a new theory, but that's like the thing that I'm saying out loud that I don't see anyone else talking about. How much the Indian right wing is essentially copy paste, and then you just replace few keywords with other like more Indian words, but the concepts are the same. Okay, they are just like they are trying so hard to like apply Western talking points to India that it does not even make sense a lot of the times. And like, but they keep on doing it. Also, Ayush Kumar
But the
says,
terrible part.
huh? Sorry.
But the terrible. No, you go.
I was just saying that Ayush Kumar in our chat, another what do you say? Repeating? No, wait. That's a cool word for like somebody who's coming again. But he says, don't forget Tilak's Arctic Bihar. What is that? Do you know about that meme?
1 second, Google it.
Tilak's Arctic Bihar. Okay. Anyway, what were you saying, Vansh? Vansh, your video just turned off.
I was just seeing the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I was reading actually the comments in there. Shinan, you can check what someone has left in the live chat.
1 second. Right wing of the
Let
world
me-
unite. You have nothing to lose but these nuts.
Yes, that is true.
Rakuni Zindabad.
Yes.
Anyway, by the way, I found out what Arctic Bihar is.
Okay.
Apparently, quote, this is a Golwal, this is a quote from Lokmanya Tilak saying, quote, North Pole is not stationary and long ago it was in the part of the world which we find is called Bihar and Odisha in the present. That it moved northeast and by sometimes westerly, sometimes northward movement it came to its present position.
Just one moment, guys.
I mean, by that logic, everything was everywhere else. Like,
North Pole used to be called North Polar. I don't know.
but yeah, this is no. But the this Rajiv Malhotra guy is not of that flavor of maniac. He is the flavor who's like, So we were talking about the whole world is against us, right? So that's the reason. Like that also like is a part of his theory that okay, to get over 1200 years of slavery, we need 100 years of dictatorship. Now, and we have talked extensively about where this 1200 year number came from as well, because it's like again completely made up. They're completely baseless nonsense thing. They just keep saying it without explaining it. Okay.
The weird thing is we have not really even found what happened in 800 AD that turned India into slavery. Kiska slavery matlab, if you talk about like these people, Muslims came before or after, I think. The Muslim thing people do quite often, like Mughals came and then they ruled for kitna?
There was actually Delhi Sultanate.
Sorry.
Yeah, Delhi Sultanate was the first one, to like the first rulers.
Yeah, but like first Muslims came to India like through the Hindu Kush. We are talking like this thing. We are talking
I think
like
we looked it up.
right?
I think it was 1200. The first.
It was 1200. It was 1200. Yeah.
Yeah. तो बट मतलब कुछ तो फिर लाइक ओके इट इज नॉट अलाइनिंग विद एनीथिंग इट्स नॉट कि ओके 1200 years ago क्या ऐसी चीज थी दैट व्हाई इज दे सेइंग 1200 years.
But the number comes from Modi for like
Yeah.
this thing because he had said 1200 साल की गुलामी and some this thing.
Yep. And then he's like, you know what, उसके लिए 100 साल की डिक्टेटरशिप तो बनती है यार, इतना तो थोड़ा तो चलता है, you know, so to set everything right on.
Hmm? Now go ahead, Bansh.
He's like, to set India on the right path, India needs at least 100 years at least.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Yeah.
So,
Ayush Kumar
like,
says they
basically-
count from Qasim. Qasim कौन है यार? Who are these extended lore characters? Every time, you know, this is the thing that I love about our chat is they just throw names at us that we have never even heard of. It's like, okay, last time it was it was some like northeastern communist leader, right? Some
Yeah,
Chiranjeevi.
this guy. No. Charu Mazumdar.
Charu, yeah. Like, but yeah, did you find out about
Muhammad
Qasim?
Ibn al-Qasim led the Muslim conquest of Sindh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so this was in like 700 something.
Yeah, तब भी okay. Maybe तब थोड़ा it's a bit more nearby.
So, like, since
Yeah.
basically the first time a Muslim has ever invaded any part of South Asia that could theoretically be considered India.
Oh हाँ, वो तो सारा अखंड भारत मानते हैं ना उसको, like they consider.
Because we have to understand for Hindu Rashtra types, India is not just the current Republic of India. It is Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka,
Afghanistan,
Indonesia.
Sri Lanka, all that.
Now these fuckers include like the Choras also. Indonesia, Myanmar, like Philippines
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, last time I saw on like
Thailand.
somebody had like sort of put up a map of this, like the updated, latest Akhand Bharat map, and
It as far as Germany.
no, 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 no. That was the thing. So again, it was covering all those this thing, those Myanmar, Indonesia, and all that, right? So I was like,
If
yeah,
you have a picture, can you show it?
yeah, hold on, I will. I'm doing that itself, but
I also have seen updated version, which is the entire all the countries that were bordering the Indian Ocean were part of the Hindu Rashtra.
yeah,
Kौन सा
hold
वाला?
on.
Which one did you see? Sorry.
You can see वो पूरा इंडियन ओशन को कवर किया, वो सऊदी अरेबिया भी, अफ्रीका के नेशंस भी, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, अंटार्कटिका का वो पूरा
Anything
section
in
जैसे बना
contact with the Indian Ocean is also Hindu Rashtra.
Yeah, let me share my screen. I found it. So this okay. So
This is not the one that goes to Germany.
yeah, this one thankfully does not go till Germany, but
I
yeah,
have seen that
so
one as well.
it's
That one that
extending
leads Germany,
extending quite far east, as you can see,
Here,
even Papua New Guinea.
and
as
like
far as Java, Indonesia,
yeah,
Myanmar, basically all of Southeast Asia, your Cambodias, your Laoses.
Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia.
and they have given
Brunei,
updated name also: Sham Desh, Sumatra, Brahmadesh.
Java, Sumatra have their names, but like Brahmadesh is apparently Myanmar now.
But the thing is, like so this was somebody had commented this image. I was like, कि Australia क्यों छोड़ दिया? Why?
Yeah, because famous. No, because Australia is not good enough for this thing. It got good enough for based Hindus. Because Australia is only for storing weapons. That is why it is called Australia.
Australia, that's true. That's true. But that was the thing. I was like, yeah, मुझे भी जाना है बिना passport के Australia. Why not keep Australia also?
So maybe the real solution to Hindu Rashtra is just make the Indian passport stronger.
Wait, still smaller than fish nation of Brihad Bengal. यार तुम नए नए लोअर में ड्रॉप करते रह रहे हो. What is Brihad Bengal now? the Indian like fringe right wing theories go much deeper. Like we can do like a whole like a deep dive video essay on this. Just infinitely branching. Every village considers like, okay, no, it's Sara to Hamara, it's all our part of our thing, you know.
So Hindu Rashtra basically extends. I do wish you could find the Germany wala. The Hindu Rashtra that extends as far as like Germany.
I mean, at this point, it's not even funny because, like, yeah, we know they might as well just claim the whole world, right? So what is even the point? Ki, sorry, you were saying something, Vansh?
Yes, they have already claimed the whole world as theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, we got that with Vatica, right? Remember Vatica?
Vatican City, yeah.
Vatican was originally called Vatica. I know Australia is relatively new, but Vatican was called Vatica. I don't know, maybe pyramids were made by, I don't know if they were called something else.
They even said that Mecca was also a Hindu Shivling.
Yes. Yeah, they have said that.
Oh, is that so the big cube that is there in Mecca that used to be a shivling, and then the evil Muslims came in
Taj Mahal
and
was
added
Tejo
things.
Mahal.
Oh, Tejo Mahal.
Tejo Mahal hai, yes.
I forget Tejo Mahal.
Yes, one of our longest running memes, Tejo Mahal hai. But yeah.
क्योंकि उसके अंदर एक टेंपल है, शिवलिंग है उसके अंदर एक.
Yes.
किसके अंदर?
वो कह नहीं रहे थे कि उसके अंदर एक वो है, एक ताजमहल के अंदर एक.
Oh yeah.
टेंपल है.
Yeah. Like they वही ना उनको ताजमहल, like they could not dig up Tajmahal, so they are digging up in frustration all these other like masjids, the mosques all over the world. Is like कि नहीं यहाँ पर it's like हम निकाल लेंगे, don't worry about it, we'll find a shivling.
If we don't find, place one.
Yeah.
If there is anything vaguely phallic shaped inside a building,
It's ours.
Yes.
it is actually a shivling. And this is proof that it used to be ours before the evil Christians, Muslims, Jews.
Yeah. Yes, Makkeshwar Mahadev Mandir. Yes, truly. But yeah, so it's like both though like there's different flavors of crazy that we deal with here. But yeah, so I think we started this talk about like not like us trying to be funny and okay.
And
Link
today
will
is
get-
unfortunately a topic that is very, very serious.
Yeah, we're just gonna slam the brakes on this and crash into our next topic. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that.
Yeah, too soon.
Okay, come on, serious. No, it's been 2 weeks. We might be actually too late.
No, for the joke, it is too
We
soon.
can discuss on the previous topic we talked about it, but
Huh? Sorry, were you saying much?
no, I was saying that we should get into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
So
now's the time.
Oh,
wait, till how long are you free, Vansh? We forgot to ask.
I'm completely free.
Oh,
I
good.
have special period for this day,
Nice.
so we have plenty of time.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
our streams usually go on for quite a bit. Anyway, Rakuni, please don't. My joke was last, okay? Don't say let's train ourselves to be serious. So we're talking about the Odisha train crash that happened. And at the time we did our last stream, episode 11, it had happened like just the day before, and like I'll be honest, even I did not fully understand exactly what had happened at that time. So for me to, so because we are not a news breaking like program to whatever extent we can call ourselves that,
There's all the information
Huh?
at disposal.
huh?
We are not a news channel that has all the information at the disposal.
Yeah. So at that time we refrained that okay, we'll not make any statement. We tell opinions and analysis, and we don't have that yet. So, but now it has been slightly more than 2 weeks since that happened, and yeah. So I at least have an understanding of like mechanically what has happened. The investigation is still not concluded. So essentially what was happening was in very short, in a very simplified term, was that in Odisha you had this particular railway
That
huh?
a train had collided with another while was another train passing, तो उसको भी hit कर दिया था.
Yeah, it was okay, again proper nouns, again I'm forgetting, but it was nearby a station. And what is happening that okay, you have two lines, one up line and one down line, and you have high speed trains coming from both sides. These are passenger trains, but there is to the just below or just off from one of the lines, there is a freight train waiting for the main line to get cleared, because this is again something we might get into more in like as we discuss more, but most of our rail lines are only one up line and one down line. So it's like a 2-lane highway, and we have a huge bulk of trains that needs to be managed with just one up lane and one down lane. And what we have done as a solution is that we have a stretch of railway track just detached from the main one of the lanes, which is like a loop, which we call a loop track. So if some trains are like coming like this, one train will go on the loop track and the other will pass, and then the one waiting in the loop track will come in and then continue. So there is one of the reasons why so many railway delays happen. And what happened this time was that you had this situation, two main lines, one up line, one down line, high speed trains going like this, and there's a freight train waiting in the loop line. And somehow the train that was coming, like it was the Coromandel Express, the switching mechanism switched it from the main lane to the loop line, and the engine or the train drove head first into the waiting freight train. The freight train was stationary, but it was a high speed train. It crashed head first into it, and of course that was the first impact. And because of all the trailing carriages derailing, one of those derailed carriages also hit the parallel train running.
Other train that was passing nearby.
Huh?
The other train that was passing nearby.
Yes,
Yeah.
which was also a high speed train. So that caught off like one tail end of that train, and of course Koramangal Express completely, from both ends destroyed. And so this is the main thing, the crucial thing, that how did that interlocking mechanism that's supposed to switch rail tracks, how did that spontaneously switch from its standard, like its expected position, to diverting to the loop line? And that is something that is still under investigation. But yes, Baleshwar was the region there, and the thing is that we need not. So okay, so I'll just give based on whatever I've been able to understand. One of the bigger issues here, apart from that rail that might have been a misfunction or a sabotage, was that we operate most of our long stretches of railway lines in only two lanes, two tracks. It's like an entire like a national highway system which has exactly two lanes, and which was the reason why this got exacerbated. The second hit would, like, if we had some margin between these, if we had, for example, the way that Japan has developed since the early 90s, a 4-lane system for all their railway lines, there would be some margin of error. Or if they were dedicated like freight lines for which and so that the freight rail did not have to wait in that loop, and it could have just gone on its own way. So a lot of infrastructure issues are there which nobody has bothered to correct, because railway in India has been since the beginning like a very big power tool. Whoever becomes railway minister, they get a lot of, because of course a lot of like our goods moving around depends on the railway, people moving around depends on the railway. It has a lot of power, and every rail minister just tries to leverage their power as much as possible by
Also, where it was a crucial.
Go ahead.
Railway is also crucial participate.
You'll have to repeat. Can you repeat that?
Yes.
Can you repeat what you said? Like your voice broke.
So I was saying railway is also a crucial transportation for those people who do not have a car, which majority of Indians do not.
Yeah, of course. If you because it's expensive, because obviously, and even for some people who do have a car, it is over long distances. Anyone who cannot really afford a flight, and even to many places there is no flight connectivity where there is rail connectivity. So
yeah, and then everybody, all new rail ministers, they will try to like start new railway stations in their constituencies or their whichever constituency they are expecting to like sort of appease, and like declare new trains. That that has been happening quite a bit.
I think a lot of focus has also come onto your Vande Bharat trains.
Yeah, and this was this whole thing that Modi had declared, this whole rail kavach that will be there, some sort of safety plan for all of these, all the entire railway system. But this is something that I was even like talking about earlier, that to say that the railways are mismanaged is like an understatement. Like it's almost not mismanaged by accident, as much as it's like just straight up incompetence. It's like it's or people don't, it's like sort of malicious incompetence, if that makes sense. Like it's nobody cares, chal raha hai chalne do, and it's not as if these derailments are a rare thing. Like derailments happen, like this is not the first derailment that has happened in a long time. And in fact, derailments of this scale have also happened in India's past, and especially, and again I think around Odisha only. But leads to the railway minister resigning and something happening, some declarations, some promises.
Taking accountability overall.
Right.
Yeah, taking accountability, but nothing. The infrastructure, some new regulation. Another thing that was highlighted was there's a lot of unfilled railway jobs in Indian Railway, which is like very surprising, considering like railways is like considered like a central government job. So a lot of people are every year trying to get into like the like any role inside railway. Essentially, even as a peon, you have at least a lot of job security and pension scheme and like a lot, right? And it's surprising that there are still like unfilled jobs positions.
It just feels like so weird, right? Because on one hand you hear about so many like lakhs and lakhs of applicants for 15,000, 20,000 government jobs, and then you also see that there aren't enough, and there are railways and other government posts that are not filled, and like it doesn't make sense in your head. Like, is it like an allocation thing, or like what?
A lot of the times it's like, for example, this like people who are already in those jobs don't want more people to get into those jobs. And especially, like, for example, there's like a thing, I don't know how related it is, but one of my friends was talking about teacher positions in government schools. And they usually try to be as restrictive as possible, because what they fear is that if they onboard more teachers, the budget that is allocated to like the schooling system will get distributed among more people, so their salaries might get affected.
Okay, so like this is like they don't have budget for more teachers, and so they don't want to add more teachers into the existing budget.
Yeah, and so so that's the reason, because I was asking, yeah, like she's trying to get into teaching for a long time. And like, okay, why is it so restrictive for you to try to like apply to get into like to get as a like a KV teacher maybe, and she's like, the teacher, like, the people, the teachers that are already there, they always try to push for policies that are like, okay, don't open new headcounts, don't open like new vacancies, or if you open, like, keep to the bare minimum however many seats are opening. But okay, I think I've talked quite a bit, but yeah, I have this article. Indian Railways has over 3.12 lakh posts lying vacant, which is extremely weird.
I think a lot
Why these jobs are not filled?
What did you say? Sorry.
Is there a reason why these jobs are not filled?
They don't seem usually these kind of these kind of statements don't really provide a reason, but like like we've not really seen I think like it seems to be like this weird sort of perverse combination of budget issues, union opposition because of budget issues, like other political favor sinecure type deals. Although I don't know what kind of political sinecure would put you in like railways. I don't know. It's very unclear, but like it seems to be mainly like a budget issue where they don't want to add more money. So like the current workers are worried that their budget will be affected by adding more people. One part of this thing, like you are talking, one part of the one thing that Vansh had really brought up was the idea that there should be accountability, and yeah, and like I don't know. I've not really seen a lot of it. There was like usually there have been cases where like the railway minister would resign, and this is probably one of the deadliest train accidents in recent memory. You're talking at least 300 dead, at least I would say 5-figure 5-figure grievously injured. Um, and you, Ashwini Vaishnav's resignation has, I don't know if it has been demanded. I don't even know if it is the right thing to do, but if, but like you would expect, you would expect that his resignation would be like at least proffered, right? Like he would say that like under my leadership this has happened. But no, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav apparently went to the site of the accident in Balasore and had like full on, I don't know what else to call it. It had full on photo ops where he like lifted like a few things. I don't know if
walking among the
had,
wreckage, like going
he
from under
walked
it.
among the wreckage. Maybe he was looking very sad also, and then did like a whole thing where he did something, I don't even remember what. But then after that he went full like Bharat Mata Ki Jai, and like is my man, this is your
Casual nationalism trick tactic.
yeah, it's just, it just feels so transparent, right? Because it's like you are, this is something you have taken responsibility for. This is supposed to be at least to some degree your responsibility because you are railway minister, and instead of like and now you are doing like sloganeering near a railway accident that has killed hundreds, injured thousands, and like you're doing sloganeering. Like, why? To what extent? What, like, is it?
When PM was on the site, they were chanting Modi, Modi.
What?
You have watched that video, jab PM Modi वहाँ पर गए
I've
थे.
seen the start of it, like where he did the Bharat Mata Ki Jai thing, but I don't remember the Modi Modi thing.
जब Modi आ रहे थे वहाँ पर तो Modi Modi chant.
Then I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to get into the like media reaction too much because we all know what the media reaction is going to be, because the mainstream media reaction kind of was like they brought up like previous accidents about how do you like how this thing was how railway accidents are nothing new, how Mamta and Lalu had railway accidents when they were railway minister, how apparently like maybe Ashwini Vaishnav made a mistake, but you cannot really. But do you want Lalu as railway minister? Like,
Yeah, Lalu was like the longest serving railway minister, right? Or
I
like
was apparently pretty decent.
in his time.
I wouldn't call him decent in any way.
As a railway minister, I don't mean in general.
Yeah, but yeah, like all of that aside, right? Let's none of it. I saw some weird videos being like, okay, you know, there is some video that is showing clearly that some people are in broad daylight sabotaging railway lines. Now,
That was a separate one. I think there was some guy.
Site of crash.
Hmm?
There was a mosque near the site of a crash. It was turned out to be an ISKCON temple.
in Odisha,
What
they
crash?
what?
Yes, Odisha Railway.
You're saying they claim there's a mosque nearby. What does that have to do with anything?
Like, what is the implication?
Yeah,
Did the
what
mosque have like an anti-air did they have like an anti-air ऐसा wave रहता है which will like turn aircraft off and then it will land? Like,
Yeah, dude.
It turned out to be ISKCON temple.
I'm sorry.
ISKCON temple. It was turned out to be an ISKCON temple. It was actually posted by the random Indian Twitter account. Who claimed it was a mosque.
So apparently, ISKCON
Nice.
temples now have flight crashing ability.
Yep.
ऐसा anti-air missile. This is नया इंडिया का नया anti-air missile.
At least anti-land missile, at least.
Hold the.
But yeah, this was yeah, I think there was like reports of a similar crash that happened or was avoided from happening in Chandigarh. But like I guess like now everybody will have for some time like very high scrutiny of everything that's happening related to railway. And again, I'll say like railway, like these derailments are not an extremely rare thing. Like they about 100 happen a year, and it had been going down since 2018. Yeah, I guess maybe like one theory that okay, maybe they got complacent because of that.
I think this is probably at least some degree of outlier, but I mean but this is like a single incident which like whose scale is so massive that like significant changes need to happen, and frankly government doesn't seem to be doing that. Government doesn't seem to even be interested in it.
Yeah, that's what like I talked about a separate freight track. That's not a
like you can have there are a lot of ways, right? You can have freight tracks. You can increase this thing. You can increase like maintenance, things like that.
yeah, actually care about the railways. Like don't use it as a power tool. Whoever comes in power just just like okay, let's make new rail. How about fixing the existing ones instead of like having like super ultra fast railways? How about having
like,
the current?
I remember at one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I remember at one point this guy was proposing like a super fast train between Bombay and Surat. No, sorry, Bombay and Ahmedabad.
Oh, of course.
Bombay and Ahmedabad already have a normal train.
Yeah.
And are connected literally by road, like by a national highway, by rail, like by the Western Railway, and by air because both have major airports.
Yeah.
Why does that route require a fast railway?
Yeah. How about have you?
No, within 3 hours you will leave from Bombay Central and within 3 hours you reach Ahmedabad Central. किसको चाहिए? There are so many places which are underserved and so many places where maintenance is thing. Why is
even this line, right? Even the Bombay Ahmedabad line, is everything running like already at its maximum capacity with the current trains? Is it full efficiency right now? Are all the trains running on time there? I am willing to bet they're not. I am willing to bet there's a lot of improvement that can happen still. And Vansh was saying something. Go ahead.
You seem muted, like this thing. Hello?
Yeah, I think you'll need to be a little closer because it cuts out. Yeah.
Hello? Close it. Okay. You're not very audible, that's the issue.
I'm not audible.
And now you are.
Now you are. Now
Yeah.
when you said I'm not audible, now you are audible. You'll have to be thoda closer, that's otherwise this thing.
My headphones had died, so I have to use this.
Webcam mic, it's the worst. I'm sorry.
Is it phone mic?
A phone mic, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, in the chat, some people are like, okay. Also, the whole IT cell making viral that. I guess he's talking about Ashwini, that he's a IT IAS.
Ashwini Vaishnav, that is IAS Wharton MBA, like.
So is it anti-intellectualism? Is it like?
No, they are arguing that. Like, why should he resign? Because he is IIT IAS and Wharton. Like, does that chill fewer people?
What does that even mean? What?
Can he bring like if he's from Wharton? Does that mean he can bring people back to life? Like what is the implication?
Yeah, why is he safe from like
like if he has to resign, he has to resign. If he has to not resign, at least give like a decent answer.
Yeah, extremely weird. But yeah, Sanghis have been propagating theories how Muslims are trying to compromise railway structure. Yeah, we talked about that, I guess.
Yeah, was it like there was like this viral video going where some guy accidentally left something and it was on the railway track, and it turned out and so there was a conspiracy. This is a Muslim man trying to sabotage railway tracks, and turns out it is a Hindu person who was just
also retweeting that as well.
Hmm?
String Review was also retweeting that.
what string
This
reveals
exact
was-
story. Of course, string reveals has gone off the deep end. Okay, he has. उसको कोई मतलब नहीं. He does not care about reality. And
He's a fucking anti-vaxxer.
yeah.
He is the Indian Alex Jones.
Yes,
He-
you know what? Yes, Eric Jones screams and this guy does not. But ideologically, they're both the same. They're both doing the same thing. They're just constant
All these-
nonsense.
All these extremists, whether we Islamists or Hindutva, you see, they are all ideological twins. The only difference is with their names.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like and so many of these guys just copy like foreigners again. Back to our
Yes.
theory.
We should give it a name. I think we should give this a name. The the Andolan GB theory of Western influence in Indian politics. But yeah, go ahead.
Ideological propaganda copy paste.
Yeah, and yeah. So of course they will have these weird. Dude, like nobody cares about, like, people throw shit on railway tracks all the time. People take shits on railway tracks all the time.
I mean,
It's a thing.
railway has if you shit on a railway, that shit goes onto the railway tracks. So
Yep. No, yeah. And people bypass that. Like people, like I know, like people surrounding village area for morning, like relieving themselves, they go just to the railway track. That's like a cultural practice.
You heard that news incident where a man was peeing on the railway track when Vande Bharat was going from there.
Uh-huh.
The Vande Bharat train hit the cow, and that cow hit the man that was urinating on the tracks. Both of them had died.
Okay, that definitely happened. I do believe that.
No, you
the things that happened, this is one of them.
Slash that happened. But yeah, and wait, what was it? Yeah, so of course, like nobody, like people don't even realize that so many times we like travel. I have traveled so many times through the railways. Railways is not like a like okay, नहीं वो लोग travel करते, हम नहीं करते railway. Everybody travels by railway. Not like I'm going from let's say I have to go from Bangalore right now to Mysore. It's not possible for me to take a flight. There is no airport there. I just take a train because it's like a 3-hour railway journey, and so many and it's all like so ingrained in our lives, and still it is so weird that this propaganda turns our own self-interests away from us. We are like, okay, no, let's not ask for accountability, let's not ask for change, let's look for reasons why this might have been Muslims. Okay, let's let that's where our mind goes first. Otherwise, Indian Railways fault could not have happened. Otherwise, it's like a foolproof system.
No, early.
They are blaming the Nehru for it. They are blaming the government of West
damn it.
Bengal for it. They're blaming reservation. They're blaming everyone.
God
Yeah,
damn
like,
it.
to be fair, I have Nehru and Gari for the first time, but obviously because Nehru invented Indian Railways, right? So
Nehru
obviously
invented. Yeah, Nehru invented all Indian.
the problems in Indian Railways.
Yes.
He invented every problem.
No,
Yeah.
not just Indian Railways. He invented every problem. Okay.
But and then like I know there is a general blaming that in Congress ki sarkar there was this thing, in 70 saal there were so many railway accidents. Like, to be fair, like you can just everybody just does the 70 saal, right? So
Yeah, Jawaharlal Nehru is make mistake. Yes, true. Yeah, okay. Apart from that, the chat is a shit posting. Dhokla Vada Pav Express. Guys, come on. We told no jokes. But yeah, so I like kuch nahi ho raha. Like the thing is what the thing is, when I was searching for sources to like sort of to learn better, especially this week, all sources are like from 2 weeks ago. Everybody has stopped talking about this already. Nothing changed, nothing happened. It's just like, yeah, the priority one, Ashwini's number one priority is restoring the service on that line again. Like, what the hell, man? Who's like, when nobody cares, they're like, okay, yeah, let's just get this line running again, let's just clear out these bodies. There are such horrific videos from that, like the rescue operation. I will not show them because
I also
like,
seen the video where one man was searching for his dead son from the
Yeah.
corpses.
yeah, that's one. And then there's, I just saw, it was like the bodies of the people killed, they don't have like any proper like ambulances or like anything. It's just like literally piling them onto trucks to clear them out, and even censored, it's horrific.
Yeah, like because it's like piles, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
Like you
Like
see
it
people
remind-
like picking these up, like lifting and just throwing them. It's horrific. And there, another thing was that a lot of people traveling in these trains, for example, one train was coming from Bangalore, so it was mostly Kannadiga people, and one was coming from there's that Coromandel Express from Tamil Nadu. So a lot of Tamilian people were there on it, and they don't know Hindi, don't know Odia. So even to communicate with the survivors, the rescue team, that became a huge problem to communicate with them. And it's overall, pretty extremely bad things happen, and no, everybody is already moved on. It's a new, not even new. It's just people, it's just forgotten. Nothing has replaced it really. No other big news item has replaced it. But this is like, okay, at the end of the thing, right? A call to action kind of a thing. Is that this is the reason why things like elections and things like, not just elections, but like being aware of what's happening politically in your country matters, because the people who get elected and people who are like politicians, who cares about politicians, this is the reason why that matters, because these guys have powers to actually do things that can not only prevent extremely bad things from happening, but like normally to improve things. Like we deserve to live a little better just by virtue of having an elected government, so that sort of a thing, like 2024 is coming up. It's, I think, 8 months away, like the general elections, general Lok Sabha. Huh?
It's 6 months away.
6 months away, yeah, okay, even
What do you think?
The
Lok Sabha.
year is 6 months away, but the election would be in May, so it's about a year.
okay.
8-9 months.
Yeah, but start getting your the voter ID cards. That process will take long.
Because at some point, like, this is the government that you elect, and it is important that you like be aware of how the government that you elect impacts your life. And because it does impact your life to some degree, even if you are like the most privileged person, it impacts your life or the life of someone close to you. Or like, you would have to be like an obscenely elite person to have the government never impact your life. And when it impacts your life, whether it can be like in a general sense, because like in a day-to-day sense, or in terms of catastrophic incidents like this, but it always can, and it often will happen.
Yeah,
So-
even talking about the railway thing, right? There are freight trains, like heavy goods that get manufactured in certain centers, like cars. There aren't car plants all over India. If you buy a car, that has to travel a distance from the manufacturing plant to where you're buying it, and that's all done through freight trains, and all manner of things. Transported through freight. So if not, you don't care about passenger rails, you're like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll never travel by passenger railway. Those things that you purchase are being, transported. They don't teleport magically. There's a whole logistic system. And
For transport of heavy goods and materials.
Yeah, and because it's an important part of the supply chain. So like when these things matter.
yeah,
When you are working in business, when you are working with like goods and services, when you are this thing, and it is important to like find a way to like hold the people accountable. And I think in many ways, if you do not hold people accountable, for one, they will think, and they might well be right, that like whatever they do doesn't matter. Hmm?
They can be fooled.
They can be fooled, or they don't even care about being fooled, because like you can do whatever, and then you can just say Bharat Mata Ki Jai or Jai Shri Ram or whatever.
That was terrible, dude. That was so bad. Oh my
Like
God.
it genuinely like got under my head, because it genuinely kind of felt that, are they just going to play this card again, and will it work again? Because because I remember 2019, because and like the whole everything had happened, like demonetization was just starting to, the effect of demonetization was just starting to like reduce, and but like people still remembered, because this was barely 2 years ago, right? And the impact on the economy is probably still not completely zero. And then people just thought of your that 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 terrorist attack in Kashmir. What is it? Balakot. And then Modi just kind of rode it to a higher majority, and then Kashmir happened, then CANRC happened, then everything happened, and so like I guess I guess you need I guess the only point is that we should kind of like use your power in a democracy, because even as much as Rajiv Malhotra might want it to be the case, democracy is like your vote has power, your vote is important, and you should use your vote to make sure that a government which has led which refuses to take accountability for an incident that has led to so much death, that has led to so much destruction, that has led to so much like
Catastrophe.
that has had such a catastrophe without even bothering to like pretend to feel ashamed before milking it for nationalism points. I think a government like that should be held accountable.
Yeah.
And
At least
like,
this dude should resign. This, what is his name? Ashwin.
that Ashwini guy.
Yeah,
Ashwini
Ashwini
Vaishnav,
Vaishnav. Yeah, at least he should have some shame, dude. Huh?
You also discussed that Atik Ahmed case, right?
Atik Ahmed. Oh, was it the one where some guy got shot? Like he was some UP gangster type.
And it's also
Yeah.
like conveniently close to the Satya Malik interview, in which he revealed that
Oh yeah, he was shot on live TV. That is why it was so shocking or something. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think it's also not a coincidence that it also happened with close to that Satya Malik's interview. The Jammu Kashmir governor.
That Satyapal Malik. I think that happened. That happened around that time. I'll have to remember.
It
Because-
happened after.
Because so. Because I remember Satyapal Malik had said that like there was
They told him to stay quiet after the
after repealing 370.
No,
Right,
not
yeah.
Article 370. After the Pulwama attacks,
After
there was
Pulwama, right, sorry.
there was a thing where it was like
Narendra Modi announced Jammu Kashmir governor to stay quiet.
there was about how that happened, because then like we kind of responded with that surgical strike thing, right?
Yeah, then there was the
But so I guess what the Satyapal saying, right?
Malik.
Satyapal Malik. Yeah, what he was trying to say was that we had like identified all. Again, this is one of those things again, that because they had intelligence about this, and
9/11.
Huh? No, 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 no. It's not
9/11.
26/11. Not even 9. Don't even go till there.
No,
About
but
20. About the Indian, like the thing that happened in Mumbai. Again, there
wait,
was. Yeah.
wait, there is information saying that 26/11, like the government had intelligence that
Yeah.
that they ignored.
Yep.
I'll have to look
Uh,
at this.
they said that okay, there was too much noise for us to pay attention to this one report of one dingy going like from one harbor to another of suspicious looking people. But
Or
that.
if it, I mean, like I'll have to look at the whole thing. Prima facie, if it is just that, I mean, like it's easy to say now that, like I don't want to do too much hindsighting because obviously in hindsight it looks like this thing, like it could have been like when you look at it when you look at something in hindsight, it's easy to say that oh they should have stopped it, but like you don't know whether like at the time you don't know if it is like worth stopping because you don't know if it's fishermen or whatever, and like I think there had already been like a few like legal hooplas surrounding fishermen, like there are
Yeah.
some fishermen going into like foreign waters, things like that.
Yeah.
But I mean I don't know, but like so like Vansh, so like I guess so is your so was that so you said that the Atiq Ahmed shooting was around that time? Like he is some UP gangster as far as I know. I don't know much about the guy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, Satya Malik, that man that
I think you'll need to
personally
go and come in a little closer, Vansh. A little closer to the phone, whichever you're using.
Yes.
Now try. Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Mm,
Yeah, I can.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I can't
yeah.
tell you. But I don't know what's the scene.
Before this, we could not hear you. Can you say what you were saying again?
About Atiq Ahmed.
It's Atiq Ahmed's killing and along with his brother. And happened quite close to the Satya Malik's interview.
Hmm. So you think these are like related, like as a
And I
media
really think
distraction?
someone was done to act as a distraction from that Satyapal Malik's interview.
Hmm.
Because all the news outlets and medias were only covering the Atiq Ahmed's killing and how it was a good thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
even-
think probably the most famous case of like world's most obvious media distraction was SSR. This was around the time COVID happened, and
COVID
like so many of these workers were like walking home like hundreds of kilometers,
And Arnav was only interested in the
And-
SSR murder.
and around this time SSR. Like every day you get people talking about how SSR was murdered and how Riya Chakraborty was like this witch, like a literal witch,
Yeah.
and it was and
Like
it was just
there's a drug problem in Bollywood. I mean, there might
people
be.
make memes, but like it's genuinely like chilling when you think about it.
Yeah, and I guess there is some substance to that because, like again, like my so we had spent some time in Allahabad, and living there, and I had not heard about this guy at all. But then suddenly, once the news of his there's a clip started going around, like my dad was suddenly like. अरे ये तो बहुत बड़ा like this was like very big gangster. He was causing very big problems in Allahabad. You never found out. It was like it is a very good thing. So many people had been living under his terror.
This has happened before, right? Like it's what you could call like Bahubali crime enforcement. Law
he might.
enforcement, like. Because remember that Vikas, what's his face, the guy who had a whose Scorpio turned upside down and that became a meme, and like he mysteriously died.
Oh yeah,
He was also something good.
Yeah, the encounter that definitely happened.
Vikas something. Vikas something. Wait.
Vikas Dubey, Rakuni says.
Vikas Dubey.
Yeah.
Vikas Dubey.
Yeah. Man. But yeah, these things, like, yeah, I guess it might actually make sense, considering how, like, brazenly and, like, this was done. It was like the people, like, it is so funny because you see these, like, people being escorted by police, and then somebody just goes up to them, like, so the first shot maybe they got by surprise, and then everyone ran away, like all the police guys just ran away, and then the rest 4 and 5 people just emptied their revolvers, chill, like no hurry, okay, and then, like, I don't know, maybe they got caught or whatever, but like, then what's the point of a police escort? What are they there, like, what's happening? They just to push reporters aside.
It was a planned execution. Even my grandfather, who was watching the news at the time, had already said that they will get him killed.
Oh man.
Atiq Ahmed specifically?
Atiq Ahmed and as well as Vikas Dubey's case.
So, like as a PR move, or because they were like this thing types, like
A lot of reasons. PR move. It also gives a strong man's image.
How
And
though?
also to cover- because Vikas Dubey probably had a lot of connections with the UP police.
Huh.
so it's like a show
But
of
this
power.
was this was an extrajudicial killing, so this was not as if, like, it's not like no government body can claim victory for this.
No, but like it depends on how you treat it, right? Like if you if you treat the killer as if you give like a comparatively light sentence once the media is off, then you can kind of, like, it's not that you have done the killing, but like you are essentially kind of giving your blessing to it, like चल बेटा अच्छा काम किया, थोड़ा टाइम अंदर रख लिया, लेकिन अभी पब्लिक देख नहीं रही है तो जा, like
Exactly.
something like that.
Yeah, and I guess, like, again, like, things the people have developed such short attention spans at this point, so that everybody has forgotten about. The railway crash everybody has forgotten about. Manipur nobody was paying attention to begin with, and
Manipur is just
it's still going on, by the way. It has been 2 weeks. Things are as bad right now as they
there
were.
was this was the like young lady who who talked about what happened to her and her family, was that
Yeah, on News Laundry, I think.
yeah, I think was that a couple of weeks ago, or was that more recent? Because there was another news about there was like a 10-year-old child who died because because he got like mobbed, like because like the vehicle he was in, I think got like mobbed by a mob, and like, I don't know, they beat him up, or he was sick or something, or it was an ambulance, I don't know. It just like so many of these news stories just kind of mix together in your head, but it's just all like people dying and people dying basically.
It was, yeah, so the story that you're talking about, that video premiered on June 2nd. So yeah, 2 weeks.
Dates? You're good with dates.
No, I'm
I
looking
think
them
he's
up.
checking.
I am extremely bad with dates. I'm looking them up as we talk. But no, yeah, no solution in sight, and that's like, what they are doing right now is sending in the more paramilitary forces, and like it's not helping so much, so that like the latest like thing to come out of there is that this is resembling very closely a civil war, in the sense that people are very out and about, like raiding police station armories.
The police is basically letting them,
Yeah, there's nobody to man those, and they
like, no, apparently there was like a lot of like weird details. Apparently, people are raiding police armories. Some places they are even giving like their Aadhaar cards.
They're
It's
leaving
like,
behind their Aadhaar cards.
and they're like, we
Yeah.
will give guns, we will the guns back or something. Like,
Or it's like a show off, like, okay, we don't care even if you identify us. This is not being done under the covers. We full on, this is who I am, and I'm taking the guns. Screw you. And yeah, this fully like all sides heavily armed. They now have automatic weapons.
this is essential. Yeah,
Huh?
so this is essentially like a Balkan style ethnic cleansing full on.
Yeah, and one terrible thing that some or a rather recent video by the print by Shekhar Gupta noted was that even though they have been consistently covering the story, their videos on Manipur are getting lesser views as compared to the regular other videos, other coverage. Like, so it's not like people truly do not care.
Like it's like a genuine. Perhaps like getting back to the set. I mean, like even. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that because like you cannot really influence people to vote on something which you do not care about. Like even if you talk about like there are so many things that you can convince people to care about. Like for example, something we discussed last week, the wrestlers protest.
Yeah.
Because and I think that is something where if you are somebody who is proud of like India, I think frankly the wrestlers protest should absolutely scandalize you. People who have like been who have am I not audible?
You are.
Like if
Probably cover at all. The you've seen the things that was happening in Uttarakhand.
yeah. Is it the whole poster thing?
Yes,
Like in Uttarkashi, there is like posters basically going like full on, telling Muslims to leave their homes.
yes.
I did read that about that they're putting like signs on people's shops doors or like house doors.
Homes were being vandalized, posters were being taken down.
Yeah, that has been like a fully online coverage thing. Like I don't think any major news outlet has covered that. And
because the issue is the major news outlets, if they were to cover that honestly, one news outlet has covered it, and they are basically saying actually it's not a big deal. Only 16 Muslim families have left the city, and most of them have already had left because of other reasons having nothing to do with the fact that shops around the area are having.
People are trying to kill them. That is not a reason.
No, that's not like full on as a like poster shit, right? Get out or else as a. Like
But,
it's basically
yeah.
get out or else, right? Like when you
Yes.
put a poster on somebody's house or somebody's business saying before such and such date, please leave this city or else, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, but sorry, can you repeat once?
Kashmiri pseudos.
Yeah, it is literally that, but inverted, and it's like.
Thing is being repeated.
Yeah, it's like a full-on. Yeah, it's a full-on ethnic. It's like you could. I don't know if you could you legally call it ethnic cleansing? I think like it is at least something somewhere in that region.
At least attempted, we can say. At
Yeah,
least,
because you're. Yeah, I think if you put up an ads literally saying "get out or else," then.
And the reason why we talk about this, right? This is the thing. Like this is like
And the most disgusting thing is that whenever like because so much of the this thing coverage of this has been online, a lot of the reactions are also online, and all of the reactions are just when did you do this when this happened in Kashmir?
Yeah, I mean okay, so can we not stop something bad happening now because something similarly bad has happened in the past?
Yes,
Like-
we didn't talk about the Gamer Jihad.
Yeah, I mean we can.
Are we too sad right now?
Yes,
Do we need to
we
get into
need
Gamer
a
Jihad?
pickup.
By the way, I found a perfect segue now that we realized about it. Do you
Hmm.
know who this journalist was? Journalist, quote unquote, who was like only 16 families have left the city, like town actually. It's like very small place. Guess who it was?
Arnab?
Imagine how mad they would be if it was Hindus instead of Muslims.
Yeah,
Imagine how
obviously.
they did that.
Oh no! This guy is. It's Sudhir. It's Mr.
Sudhir,
it's the
of
guy.
course.
It's the guy
Tihad,
who has
Mr. Tihad.
invented Mr. Jihad, Mr. Tihad and Mr. Jihad.
Yes.
You must have seen his chart, na? Vansh, his chart on the different types of jihad.
He comes up with different jihads every single day.
Yeah, like he
No,
did
but the
land
thing is
jihad
that he
and
made-
education jihad.
Yeah, he made like a flow chart, not a flow chart. He made like an organization chart of the different jihads, like how they are hierarchically structured. So it's like, okay, there's social jihad and economic jihad, and within social jihad, there's love
Like
jihad.
there is violent jihad and non-violent jihad, and violent jihad is like jihad, and like non-violent jihad is education jihad, which means Muslims go to college. UPSC jihad, where Muslims give government exams.
Why are Muslims coming first?
Yeah, why are Muslims coming first? Then there is I don't know. Love jihad obviously is the big one.
Is polarized to almost hell.
Like I do. The thing is, in Bombay, you don't see like love jihad discourse as much on the road, but like you hear about it mostly from media. I don't know how it is. Like,
But you also saw those posters for free screenings.
yeah, that was Kerala story. That was like
32,000.
oh yeah, 32,000.
Yeah, 32,000 meme we have discussed a lot on our previous episode. But in Chinmay is around, like just walking around, he saw posters of free screenings.
Yeah,
for
there
the
were
Kerala story.
posters, and there were just people. There was this big Sant Guru type, and he was like, there were like free screenings of the Kerala story, where basically, so much, and the whole movie is basically like your daughter will get converted to Islam, and then she will go to Syria, and then,
Will be taken to ISIS.
yeah, she will go to Syria, and she will go to ISIS, and then America will bomb her, and she will die.
Wow.
She
Okay.
will be made a baby incubator. She will be made a baby incubator.
Oh yeah, she will be made. She will be pumping out babies for Allah. And also, and apparently the number of cases where this has actually, or to some degree, happened is like 4.
Yeah, and like yeah, we did the whole thing through Rati.
Not
So-
400, not 4,000, not 400,000, not 4
Not
lakh.
40. Yeah, 4. And but yeah, so
The Modi question was also banned, right? In
The
India.
Modi- Oh yeah, the Modi question got banned. That was the BBC documentary.
yeah. The thing is, like, we had thought
Yeah,
about
I
covering
think,
it.
I think at this point we have kind of like Modi is kind of like is doing like the standard authoritarian thing where he will ban the documentary, and then by shocking coincidence, the BBC's offices get raided by income tax.
Yeah.
Standard legal harassment bullshit.
It's the thing is, like, again, it's the same thing. Every news item comes in for like 2 weeks, and during those 2 weeks nobody's talking about anything except that, and then suddenly nobody cares about it. And like this happened with that also, because initially everybody was like sort of talking about it, and it was like, wait, something is happening.
Hello.
Just a
Nothing
second.
on it.
About the
Sorry.
What did you say?
Have you heard about the YouTuber Being Human?
What
Being
happened to him?
human, yeah.
Being human, yeah. What happened to him?
He would often post about the Godi media and how they were not reporting these
Yeah,
incidents
yeah.
but reporting everything else.
Yeah.
And he would actually prepare reports about what they were reporting. In Republic TV, they were posting Hindu, Muslim, anti-Congress, pro-BJP, but not covering any important topic like the COVID, rising unemployment, etc.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, being human is a
yeah.
fairly common guy. Like I know a lot of his work because like I was introduced to him obviously through this one, through Kunal Kamra's like videos,
Hmm.
and like I mean I follow the guy, but like I was just you said his name and I was just worried that something
Did
happened to
he?
him.
Yeah, did something happen to him?
Did he go on a morning walk? Hmm?
I had actually messaged him on Instagram 1 month back, and he actually responded, saying how
Oh.
thankful he was, etc., etc.
Yeah,
Nice.
but he's a relatively small guy, right? But they're people.
No,
It's not like a mountain.
he was actually sued
I'm
by
sorry, what?
he was actually sued, right, by a news channel, and he had to take down all his videos.
Oh yeah, so they just DMCA'd the shit out of him. So did they DMCA the shit out of him? Like, what happened?
Does DMC
Hello?
apply? They can't do DMC. DMC is an American law.
No, but it applies to YouTube.
Yeah, but then if you're making a DMCA claim, then you have to be ready to defend it in an American court.
To be fair, I think Z is more capable of doing it than some.
I guess
YouTubers.
they can do that. Yeah.
Um.
But yeah,
Anyway, so
we were talking
getting
about
back to
Gamer Jihad.
getting back to like the new types of jihad today nowadays, there is one new type of jihad in the market, and that is called gaming jihad.
Yes.
In gaming jihad, apparently is the idea that your child who is playing video. Huh? I'm sorry.
They're using the gaming platform to convert children.
Yeah. Your child who is playing games on his phone is going to gain a new level by saying a verse of the for every verse of the Quran they can recite, and
They'll unlock a new item.
Yeah, and when you say all of like Bismillah, then you basically complete the game, and now you are like a full Muslim.
Yes. Let's watch.
Comment.
Yeah.
गाजियाबाद में ऑनलाइन गेमिंग की आड़ में धर्म परिवर्तन के मामले में पुलिस ने एक मौलवी को गिरफ्तार कर लिया है, जबकि इस मामले का मास्टरमाइंड बद्दो और शहनवाज बकसूद खान अभी फरार है।
Wait, did you say Bakchot? Wait.
Maqsood, he said Maqsood.
Okay, sorry.
मास्टरमाइंड की गिरफ्तारी के लिए मुंबई के थाने में दबिश दे रही है और किसी भी वक्त उसकी गिरफ्तारी हो सकती है। धर्मांतरण के इस खेल को 3 स्टेप में अंजाम दिया जाता था। पहले स्टेप में कुछ मुस्लिम लड़के फर्जी आईडी बनाकर कंप्यूटर और मोबाइल पर फोर्टनाइट ऐप पर गैर मुस्लिम बच्चों के साथ गेम खेलते थे।
फोर्टनाइट ऐप पर। फोर्टनाइट ऐप पर।
Yes, guys. Fortnite.
Man, they don't know what they're talking about. Then they talk about it so authoritatively. They're like,
Because it's just so funny to hear about, right? Like Fortnite app pay, they used to send Muslim yuvak.
yeah, yeah. Muslim yuvaks were promising, ki what was it?
Yeah, and like one day they Muslim yuvaks also did the dance jihad where they do like the floss thing.
Oh man.
If
I'm so glad I switched to face cam view for this.
Vansh, I don't know how aware you are of Fortnite.
Yes, I've seen the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
everybody-
like, there are a
yeah.
lot of like dances.
2018.
I'm sorry.
I've played the game back in 2018 while I had a computer.
Yeah. So like for you must have seen like the dances and people doing like the whole floss thing, right? Yeah. So apparently now, anyway, if you did the floss, I'm sorry, you are Muslim now.
Yes, that is true. That is a Muslim dance. Even the
Yeah,
dance
so
is
now-
explicitly prohibited in Islam.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you do the like it apparently it is like when you do according to great
Prayers in mosques.
yeah. So when apparently when all people in the Kaaba, everybody just does flossing.
Yeah, that's what they don't want you to see. That's why it's the secret. Inside that box, inside that big cube, it's all flossing.
I'm quite glad that Sudhir Chaudhary hasn't found out about our live stream. Otherwise, they would do the Discord jihad.
Oh yeah,
Yes, Discord jihad, of
That
course. Dude, that's the main thing. Like, if you want to talk about like people grooming children, Discord. How do you have you not talked about Discord yet? Discord is like there is a problem. Like, unironically, I'm not like because Discord is like the new level of anonymous instant direct communication. Okay, and so many people, like, you will create a server for gaming, you'll create a server for as a fandom for a certain thing, and then it's like, okay, who's running the server? Like a 40-year-old dude, and who are the members? It's like 12-13-year-old children, and it's
yeah,
a
that
huge
can get kind of very worrying. But no, these guys are like can you go over
Fortnite
the rest
app,
of the
man.
thing?
Fortnite app, man.
I don't want to know the rest of this dastardly scheme to
Yeah, we
convert
are only
people to
step
Islam.
one. We need to. Yeah, we
They
need
made the first of all, step one, the Fortnite app.
Man.
Maulana Tim Sweeney.
Huh? Okay, let's see step number 2.
जिसके तहत जब हिंदू लड़के गेम हार जाते थे तो उन्हें गेम जीतने के लिए वह कुरान की
They have a overlay of a Fortnite game happening here.
कुरान की आयतें पढ़ने को कहते थे।
Just go behind slightly.
गैर मुस्लिम बच्चों के साथ गेम खेलते थे। साजिश के तहत जब हिंदू लड़के गेम हार जाते थे
Is this even Fortnite?
I don't know, probably.
I think this is like a custom mod that, like, doesn't this look like?
बच्चों के साथ गेम खेलते थे। साजिश के तहत
Am I
जब
crazy or does this
हिंदू
look like
लड़के गेम हार
Mecca?
जाते थे, तो उन्हें गेम जीतने के लिए वह कुरान की आयतें पढ़ने को कहते
A
थे
tower or something.
Yeah.
और उन्हें गेम जिताकर विश्वास और भरोसा दिलाकर इस्लाम में भरोसा कायम करवाते थे।
Listen, if here's the thing, if you are genuinely believing that by reciting any religions, anything, you are winning a Fortnite game, it's not like you kind of
Gamers all convert to Islam.
this is like, no, this is kind of onto you. Like, if you really think that, I think then you might, like, how are you planning to stay alive until adulthood?
No,
Like-
it's not even that. Like with children, it's okay, but if when I don't understand like the logic behind this. Like okay, you had like your agents go all play Fortnite, whatever. Then when Hindu boys lost games in Fortnite, this guy would sell them cheat codes? Or
No.
would he just
Yeah,
tell
I
them
don't.
to-
Yeah, that's also a loophole. That they're like, okay, वो game जिताते थे. How
How
तुम
do you
game?
jita
Yeah.
a game by this thing? Is Maulana Tim Sweeney like, oh, when now that he has said an ayat from the Quran, I am going to give him extra health or extra damage? Like,
Yeah, they don't. That's the thing. They don't know
yeah,
what they're
that,
talking about.
the second I say Bismillah, I get like 5 new levels in Fortnite. Like,
I don't even know what the structure is in Fortnite. I don't know what the good thing.
like
Royal Pass, I think.
it's basically battle royale.
Huh? What pass? Sorry.
Vansh?
Once you were
What's
saying
that?
something.
रॉयल पास का सिस्टम है ना फोर्टनाइट में तो
हाँ,
So
yeah.
it's like a battle royale, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody
No,
fights
no,
everybody.
So battle royale is a thing, but what he's talking about, the battle pass, royal pass thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like the.
So,
That's
the battle
yeah.
pass is apparently all Muslim. Maulana Tim Sweeney is like
Battle
it
pass
checks
isn't
whether
like,
you-
Battle Pass doesn't even increase the chance of winning. It's a very popular gaming model called the freemium kind of a thing, in which the game itself is free. However, for cosmetics,
better cosmetics and
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
they
But apparently, when you are when you dress in like Islamic clothing, they will
Yeah.
that will do the damage.
damn. Okay, let's continue this.
साजिश के दूसरे स्टेप में कुछ मुस्लिम
This is not Counter Strike. Like Fortnite में, how do you give जीतने का मौका if there's like 30 people in a game? It's like,
लड़के डिस्कॉर्ड ऐप पर हिंदू यूजर आईडी बनाकर
oh, Discord! Yes!
Yeah.
Called it. Discord. Of course.
Discord Jihad. This is actually Discord Jihad.
Yes.
हिंदू नाबालिग लड़कों से चैट करते थे। इसके माध्यम से गैर मुस्लिम लड़कों को बहला फुसलाकर इस्लाम के रीति रिवाजों को अपनाने के लिए उकसाते थे। साजिश के तीसरे चरण में उन्हें जाकिर नाइक के वीडियो दिखाए जाते थे।
बस खत्म. That's it. Over.
I mean, if to be fair, having Zakir also for one, I love that visual effect where they made one guy and they split him into three guys. And
They have to literally make them, okay, there's just one guy, let's just make him, let's just copy.
yeah, it's a conspiracy of clones.
Yes. There are invisible clones around him.
They're also, I think they're targeting the parents of younger children with this type of news because they're more likely to fall
Yeah,
for this
because
kind of.
it's a typical fear mongering, right? Like it's the same thing as the Kerala. Yeah.
Like if you told a 12 or 14-year-old, he would not believe in this kind of stuff. He knows how the game works and how it does not.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
parents don't know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're true. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because
they don't know.
because it's basically a model that has worked, right? Kerala story basically talks about how your daughter is going to be stolen by by Muslims and taken to Syria, etc., etc. This news article is basically about how your son, who plays for games on his phone all the time, is going to be found by these guys and converted to Islam and then go to Syria, etc., etc. So.
Yeah, just okay. So third step is no. What I was really interested in, third step, giving what was it? Hold on, I will make them say it.
Showing videos of Zakir Naik. Good.
साजिश के तीसरे चरण में उन्हें जाकिर नाइक के वीडियो दिखाए जाते थे।
भाई साहब, this is such a funny sentence. साजिश की तीसरे चरण में उन्हें जाकिर नाइक.
There is level 1 Islam, there is level 2 Islam, and there is level 3 Islam. And
I
level
would
3
imagine-
Islam is
I would
and level
imagine.
3?
I would imagine showing Zakir Naik videos would be like the first step, because then, because how is
No,
that the
Zakir-
final step? वो बंदा इतना convincing नहीं है.
No, because the issue is Zakir Naik is if you don't already agree with him, Zakir Naik is one of the most tedious people to agree with because he is such like a dumb fuck. But when you are level 3 Islam,
when you have unlocked level 2 Islam, then
Zakir Khan and Zakir Naik.
Zakir Naik, you're not the comedian.
Did we accidentally say Zakir Khan?
Then these are all sucked londe who are it's doing mass conversion of the sucked londe.
Yes, सख्त उनको सख्त नहीं रहने दे रहे.
No, you might be aware of who Zakir Naik is. Zakir Naik is basically like a preacher guy. Like he gives a lot of like weird, like dumb fuck Islamist takes. Like LGBT bad, women should be modest. Your standard, like.
Isn't there like this? There's one British Maulvi guy that is really doing the rounds online.
Chaudhary, right?
Huh?
Something is wrong with British people. Like I have come to this conclusion. Like I'm not even targeting Muslims specifically.
Yeah, just British people in general.
Something wrong with British people.
Because
like
they're making memes out of him.
Normal. Nah, are you talking about Anjan Chaudhary or are you talking about like?
There's this guy. Hold on. So while you're talking, I'll search for the particular video.
These are basically what I like to call Andrew Tate Muslims.
Kind of. Hold on.
These are
This
what I like to
guy.
call Andrew Tate Muslims. You know Andrew Tate?
Ali says,
Andrew
This
Tate.
guy.
Yeah.
Yes, that guy that was arrested in
Yeah,
Romania.
he was arrested. Now he is released. Now he is posting very sad videos, sad pictures on Twitter of him in his underwear reading the Quran.
Wait, did he do that? Did
I
he
swear
share?
to God.
Oh
I
my
swear
god.
to God.
A French song thing, right?
Sorry?
That his theme song, a French song.
Yeah, like that Giga Chat song, not that.
Yeah, that. Oh my god, please don't. That's like my shorts feed is filled with that song, and like that's it, immediately I pass it, but still it keeps coming up.
Like you just open up shorts and then like
Yes.
that.
But I was talking about. Hold on, let me share my screen again. I was talking about. You might have caught a glimpse of this guy.
The really bearded dude.
Yes. Yeah, this guy. This particular clip of him talking about what is it is anime halal. That's like the most popular clip by him. Because the thing is that okay, so he's not a huh?
How many likes does this have?
About 1.2 thousand.
1.2k and 447k
200.
views.
Okay, so this I don't know how popular this is.
This might be a re-upload of their actual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that happened on live TV and somebody
Yeah.
clipped it.
Yeah, this looks like a live TV.
I want to ask if watching anime like Naruto is halal
Naruto.
or makruh. What is Naruto? Naruto or Uzumaki Naruto?
How the fuck does he know Naruto Uzumaki? He watches Naruto, dude. Come on.
This is called research. This is what happens when you reach level 5 Islam.
You enjoy this kind of stuff.
Huh?
You don't know what goes on in their private life. Maybe they enjoy this kind of stuff.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
like,
that's
this is what. Yeah.
the remaining 4 minutes of this video is going to make a point how why to not watch anime.
No, this only level 5 Muslims can watch it.
Yeah, they have the gift of like omniscient foresight. They're like whenever somebody asks the questions, they're like like in their brain they can just look up. Okay, the full synopsis. But yeah, like I'm not gonna play this. Like I don't like this video. But yeah, the gist of it is that.
And if you really want to look at Android, huh?
Yeah, right? Memory TV.
Memory
We know
is,
about memory TV, yes.
Yeah. Memory is just. Huh?
I remember one of the meme tie me to a missile and launch it at Tel Aviv.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Memory is a little like this thing. Although if you really do want to see Andrew Tate in his underwear reading the Quran, like I won't stop you.
Ali says,
Man, no wait, not this. Why did I open this again?
Anyway, back to the main topic. Getting back to level 3 Islam where we are showing Zakir Naik videos. You might want to show Zakir Naik memes also, maybe for perspective.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, Rakuni is pointing out one very interesting thing. So there is this lady. I forgot her tag, but she has like a Persian cat who she calls Sister Mini. Have you guys seen her on your YouTube Shorts feed?
I have not.
So she makes a lot of these videos which are just her like giving live commentary to her cat's shenanigans. Her cat always interrupts her during when she's like trying to like do the namaz, and like always pounces on the mat when they lay it down, or sometimes nonsense that cats do.
Just normal stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And yes, yeah, mashallah, says Tamini. So she says it like a very conservative traditional Muslim woman. And they're funny, and I don't think she's like a kind of a weird person. But Rakuni is pointing out how he started liking her videos, and because of that now he's getting like constantly like Islam conversion videos on his feed. And yeah, her YouTube. Yeah, she's as a YouTuber very wholesome.
A second, go ahead, Vansh, go ahead.
Yeah, have you seen that Gujarat High Court where a 17-year-old girl who was raped was denied abortion because of Manusmriti?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that was like that case is mildly more complicated than that, but like I don't. Basically, what happened is that like the 17-year-old Muslim girl was raped,
Mhm.
and she is at this point I think about 7 months pregnant.
Okay.
So like her father,
Hmm.
like because this is after the normal like abortion period, right? 7 months pregnant.
It's very risky after 7 months. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also not legal. If
Oh.
you have to get an abortion, you have to get it with like a court order.
Oh right.
And
Yeah.
so what happened was the petition, like the victim's father, basically petitioned for a the court order to get the abortion, and and what the and the judge basically was like people used to become mothers. In Manusmriti, it is written that that the correct age of marriage is what, 15, 14? Something like that.
Whatever. Not 18.
Like once you say to me,
I'm saying like, I was saying 15, 16.
yeah, like 14, 15, 14 to 16, something around that age, not 18.
Yeah.
So like it is probably worth reading what he said verbatim, but like the general idea was this guy basically brought up Manusmriti when talking about why the abortion thing, like the abortion was not allowed,
Yeah.
and like it's just kind of like, please don't.
Yeah.
It's just kind of why were you bringing Manusmriti, like Stone Age era morality into
Yep.
into modern law.
Yep.
I don't even know how like I don't even know whether like how the whole abortion thing would work, but like the second you bring Manusmriti into it, it does your reasoning does kind of become suspect, right? Because I don't know whether you're opposing it for like actual reasons, or whether you're opposing it for like religious, like
Yeah.
हमारे जमाने में 15
yeah.
साल की उम्र में.
Yeah.
There was
Just
also a
Manusmriti.
recent where the rapists of Bilkis Banos were garlanded.
Yeah.
That is at this like I don't know, that kind of
But yeah.
the sexual violence thing is just kind of
Hmm.
like it's kind of nuts.
Even 35 more accused were acquitted.
Yeah.
This was at the original trial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I know like the people who had gone to jail, they got like released on some kind of bullshit law or bullshit exception thing. Then the whole garlanding, etc., etc. I think probably the one that the case that is most seared in my mind is Asifa. You might remember.
Rapist जो वहाँ पर हुआ था.
That was in, I think it was in a place called Kathua in like,
Katua.
Jammu.
Yeah.
काठुआ में वो हुआ था शायद कोई किसी
हाँ.
बीजेपी मिनिस्टर ने रेप किया था.
No, this was not a BJP minister. This was like a 7-8 year
So I think
old.
it happened in a valley in Kashmir or
Yeah, it
Jammu.
was in Kashmir. Yeah, but was the BJP person involved?
नहीं, yes, काठुआ में इन्वॉल्व हुई थी. उनके किसी एमएलए ने 14 साल की लड़की रेप किया था. दलित girl.
That I think is Kuldeep Singh Singer. That was in UP. That was in UP, and then that whole case turned into like basically a remake of Damini, right? Where like the girl is trying to fight the case against him, and her family members are getting arrested and keep dying.
Her family was killed in a truck accident, which was probably orchestrated by them.
Yeah.
No, her father was arrested and then died in custody mysteriously. And then she and her mother and some relative of theirs were attacked in a truck incident. They survived, but they were injured.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was basically
They took the case back.
they took the case back.
Yes, they took the case back.
I think the maximum thing. I remember he resigned eventually, but like I don't think he ever got like convicted and.
So the case was taken back.
Yeah.
And हाथरस जिसमें forcibly उनको जला दिया था लड़की को.
Yeah, Hathras I know.
Yeah.
और पूरी women community protest करी थी accused के लिए.
Yeah, the accused protest thing is not new. That had happened in Kathua.
Yeah,
also.
even for this guy Bribhushan Sharan Singh, जो भी, तो इसके लिए अभी they were going to organize like a rally in Ayodhya. Like the police stepped in, they were like, okay, don't do this. But
that rally ka purpose I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if it was a rally where he was going to be there or
no, it was not. It was in support of him. It was very
it was a
explicitly
rally
in support.
for him.
Yes, very explicitly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the Kathua one I know because that was the case where I think it was an 8-year-old like kidnapped, gang raped for a week and killed, and then there were like relatively large protests of people campaigning to get the accused released. This was like this was a Muslim child, right? So it's like
There was another case in Maharashtra, I think, Maharashtra, Karnataka, where a minor girl was raped by around 300 men, including police officer.
now this I'll have to see.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
one
know.
we might not be aware of fully.
Because the first time I'm hearing about it, it seems unbelievable, but like I don't, but like
Yeah, at this
I
point
will
nothing
check.
would surprise. Yeah. God damn, this also
I
turned
don't
into
know
a
if
bummer.
I don't know. Maybe gaming jihad is not meant to happen.
Gamer Jihad ho to kya? Third step is watching Zakir Naik videos.
So once you're level 3 Muslim, like
Yeah, then the initiation is complete. Then
Yeah,
it's
then-
just I guess
then you go to Syria.
yeah, but
I think
this
Vansh ka network is kachra.
or he's switching. I think he's switching windows to look things up. But that should not stop the camera actually.
The case had happened in November in 2021. She was raped by around 400 men.
Damn.
November 21. Where was this?
Maharashtra.
November 2021.
November 2021. 400.
In another bizarre case in UP, a man made sexual relationship with a girl promising marriage and never married her. So the victim lodged the case. The accused argued that they cannot go forth with marriage since the girl is Mangalik, and court
No,
ordered to
wait,
check
wait,
her
which one is
kundali.
this?
This is from chat. Some Ayush Kumar is telling. In another, like
Okay.
in UP,
The Bede police probing a case of child marriage and alleged rape subsequently by several men was stunned after 17-year-old victim claimed in a statement that she had been raped by about 400 men, including 2 policemen, over the last 6 months. 4 to 6 months. Okay. I mean, this doesn't even seem like this doesn't even seem institutional. It just seems like fuck.
yeah.
So the assumption is this is something like this is like a human trafficking case. Like basically this girl was essentially kind of forced into prostitution.
Yeah, so I mean these stories, a lot of them, like of course fucked up shit happens, but a lot of the time the sort of reaction is very disappointing. Wherever there are like across caste lines something happens, or across religion lines something happens, a lot of the time this not just defensiveness but like full on, like full throated is like, no, nothing wrong happened. Maybe some, what if there was some law being broken, let's just change the law, let's just change POXO.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, Brijbhushan.
The same, right?
Brijbhushan, as far as I
Removing something in the POXO Act.
he's talking about it.
No, his supporters, like people supporting him, are talking about, yeah, that some POXO should be amended. I don't know to what degree, but
This is just standard. Like,
Anyone threat minor wrestler's father to change like the case or say it was false.
yeah, like, no, they have taken back the case, I know, but like they've stated that like they took
yeah,
back
the
case
person
and
on
it was
Twitter
under
has,
pressure, etc.
yeah, I saw it on Twitter that she released a statement saying that this was purely because of pressure and not that genuine, like some sort of, like they are not admitting to this sort of thinking that okay, this was a false case ever, but more like, yeah, we were pressured and we are afraid for our safety, and that's why we are drawing this case. But yeah, I think we hit most of the topics that we wanted to discuss today. It's hard being lighthearted, in the face of these things. But through incremental things, through talking about them, at least I feel like get people talking about them. Maybe through our talking, people learn more things that they can say or talk about, or even like just whole stories, right? And they further talk about it. Hoping for incremental change. At least for now, at least with the deck so stacked against us, because institutionally it's all just craziness. It's for like full, not craziness, full on power games. But yeah, I think this would be a natural point for us to close. We are kind of running low on steam, and also I think we have talked about everything that we had thought to talk about today. So
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vansh, for being here.
Yeah.
And I would also like to extend my thanks to both of you. Thanks for giving me a chance, and I hope we get more chances like this.
Us.
sure,
और थोड़ा sorry के confidence का issue है यार, पहली बार ही कर रहा हूँ मैं.
yeah, that's
कोई
fine.
दिक्कत नहीं है. It's always hard. But like you did good. You don't need to worry about it. I think a bigger issue was the technical locha, but ठीक है, अभी क्या
Yeah, now, from next time onwards, like I forgot that I had to share my screen with you guys beach mein. So that was like a kind of a thing, that because when I was sharing my screen, your pics would go away from the face cam. That I will fix in the next time we talk. But for now, it's not. Don't worry about. Don't get into performance anxiety.
Yeah, we're all cool.
You
Yeah.
also send a video.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe, guys.
Yeah, like
Thank you for
share.
watching.
Tune in
Thank
2
you,
weeks
everyone.
later for another bucket of bummer.
Okay.
Yeah.